Please subscribe, like and share and press the bell icon to get notifications. Hello everyone, welcome to my channel Rise Up, and today I'm going to teach you Venn diagram. This lesson basically is a base for grade 4s and 5s. Okay, now let's see what is a Venn diagram. A Venn diagram is a way of classifying groups of objects with the same properties. Typically, a Venn diagram has 2 or 3 circles that intersect each other. But here we will be discussing the Venn diagram of 2 circles. So there is also a space outside the circles where objects that do not fit any of the properties can go. Now let's see the diagram. Here you can see 2 sets A and B. The set A is depicted from pink color and set B depicted from blue color. So when you enter any object to set A, the pink color circle, those objects belong only to set A, not for set B. When you enter any object in the blue circle, those objects belong only to set B and not to set A. But in the middle portion, that is AB portion, when you enter any object there, those objects belong to both the sets A and B. The other fact is the objects that do not fit any of the sets A, B or even AB will be entered in the outside portion, that is in the white background portion. So this is the brief explanation on sets. Okay, to explain more about Venn diagrams, I'll just draw and show you first of all the Venn diagram. We can draw a rectangle or else a square. Never mind. So we'll draw a rectangle here. In this rectangle only we are going to draw the Venn diagram. So this is the rectangle you have to draw, and inside that draw 2 circles like this. So soon after you do this, the first thing you have to do is you have to name the sets. These are called sets. So this is set A. I'll be naming this as set A, and this as I'll be naming this as set B. So now I'm going to explain you what is a Venn diagram and how to insert the objects into a Venn diagram. So can you see, I'm going to shade a portion and observe it well. This portion which I'm shading now belongs to set A. So whatever the objects you insert in this portion belongs only to set A but not to set B. Likewise, whatever the objects inserted into this portion belongs only to set B but not to set A. Carefully observe, I haven't shaded the middle portion that belongs to both set A and B because both the circles cross at one place, and that portion is the place where objects belong to both set A and B. So this special portion here, whatever the objects you are including here belongs to both the sets A and B. But still, our Venn diagram is not completed. The outer portion, this outer portion, it is a different area. Whatever the objects you insert here doesn't belong either to set A or to set B, or at least not to both. So this portion, whatever the objects you are going to insert here, is not belonging to either set A or set B. Again, I am explaining the Venn diagram. This is called a Venn diagram. In grade 4, we learn only with 2 sets. So this is named as set A and this is set B. It is not compulsory to name it as set A and B. You can have different names to that. In the examples we are going to do, you can understand how to name it. So the portion that is shaded with purple color belongs only to set A but not to set B. The portion that is shaded with red color belongs only to set B but not to set A. The portion that is shaded with blue color belongs to both the sets A and B. And the outer portion that belongs to nothing, not to set A or not to set B. Okay, right. Well, we'll take some few examples to know the lesson. So I'll take a set of numbers here first of all. 2, 4, 6, 9, 7, 3. Let's take 10 and 1, 6, 7, and the number 15. Yeah, 15. Right. Now, as I told you before, we have to arrange the Venn diagram. So let's draw the Venn diagram. A little bit of larger Venn diagram. Right, a rectangle was drawn. Now 2 circles inside because it's a Venn diagram. We have to draw the 2 sets. So now what you have to do is you have to name the 2 sets. Since I'm taking the multiples, I'm going to name these 2 sets as multiples of 2. Yeah, multiples of 2. Yeah, and the other set, let's name it as multiples of 3. Yeah, multiples of 3, because you can see the set of numbers given. They are most common multiples of 2 and multiples of 3. Right. Now observe the numbers very well. 2, 4, 6, 9, 7, 3, 10 and 15 are given. Right. So first of all, you have to check whether these numbers, whether they are belonging to set multiples of 2 set, or else the multiples of 3 set, or else to both, or else to none, like that. So 2 is a multiple of 2. Everyone know that. You have to know the multiplication table for this. Write 2 there because it belongs only to the set of multiples of 2. Then 2 doesn't belong to multiples of 3. It doesn't belong to that set, therefore we don't write it there. So 2 belongs only to the multiples of 2 set, so we write it only to that particular set which it belongs, not to the any other way. So next number is 4. 4 is a multiple of 2 but not a multiple of 3. We know that, so it belongs only to the set of multiples of 2. You write it in that set. So 4 doesn't belong to the middle because it doesn't belong to the set of multiples of 3. Cut it off. Next, observe the number 6. Okay, 6 is a multiple of 2 because 2 times 3 is 6. So we write it there. Okay. Oh yeah, 6 is also a multiple of 3. So it belongs to multiple of 3 as well. Okay, let's write it there. Yeah. Now can you observe both these 6 are in multiples of 2 and multiples of 3 sets? So we don't write it separately in both sets. We have to write it in a common place. As I taught you before, when a number is common, you write it in the middle. Right. Therefore 6 belongs to multiple of 2 as well as multiple of 3. Right. So we don't write it there in the set multiple of 2 and multiple of 3 separately. You have to write in the common circle. Cut it off. Now 9. 9 is not a multiple of 2. But 9 is a multiple of 3 because 3 times 3 is 9. Now number 7. Is it a multiple of 2? Or is it a multiple of 3? No, it is not belonging to both multiples. So where should we write it? Not 2 or not 3. So where should we write it? It's outside. Yes. Then number 3. Multiple of 2 or multiple of 3? 3 is a multiple of 3. 3 times 1 is 3. Okay. Number 10. So this 10 is a multiple of 2 or multiple of 3? Yes, 10 is a multiple of 2 because 2 times 5 is 10. It is not a multiple of 3. 15. 15 is not a multiple of 2, but it is a multiple of 3 because 3 times 5 is 15. So now can you observe that the sets clearly? In the multiples of 2 you find 2, 4 and 10, and also 6. That are the numbers of multiples of 2. And when you observe 2, 4, 10 and 6 in multiples of 2 set, multiples of 3 sets contain 6, 15, 9 and 3. So they are the multiples of 3. Whereas multiples of 2 and multiples of 3 doesn't consist number 7, so it is written in the outside box. It doesn't belong to both multiples of 2 and multiples of 3. So this is how to draw a Venn diagram and insert the objects to the relevant sets. Okay, right, then the next example, we'll take some 2 words. So before that I'll draw a Venn diagram. Because first of all you have to draw the Venn diagram. That's easy for us. A little bit of big rectangle, and then you have to draw the set inside this, like this. Okay, for this this case, I'm going to take two words like, let's say, two words as country and let's take another word as world. Country and world. So now we are going to classify the letters in the words country and world. So I'll take this as the letters in the word country, and here I will be taking as letters in the word world. Okay, this is very easy, just like the previous example. So country, there are letters as C, but in world we don't find C, so we had write the letter C inside the Venn diagram or the set related to the country. So it's here, it's gone. Then O, can you see this O in both? So it is common for both the words country and world. So where should we write it? It is in middle. Gone, and this is gone. So next we are going to see the word letter U. It is only in the word country and not in world, so it is belonging only to this set. Now next is N. Only in the word country you find N, so we write it only here. And then T, same way. But R, can you see? In both words country and world you find the letter R. So where should we write it? It belongs to both the sets, therefore we have to write it here. Gone. Right. Now the letter Y belongs to the word country. The remaining letters you don't want to see because everything is cut off here, so the remaining letters for sure it belong to this set W. Right. This is how you have to classify the objects to a set, as I explained in the previous example. So this is another example based on words. So your activities or exercises related to sets goes on like this. Please subscribe, like and share and press the bell icon to get notifications.